get things done with a baby feels impossible, right? Between feedings, naps, and diaper changes, your to do list can feel like a dream list. But I'm here to tell you it is possible with a few mindset shifts and realistic strategies. Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Marielle and I'm so glad you're here. Getting things done with littles can be challenging because they constantly want or need our attention. I always say it's not taking care of the kids per se that's difficult, it's trying to do other things while taking care of the kids. Whether it's cooking, cleaning, tidying up, or trying to do your job, it's not easy and it always takes longer with kids around, but it's not impossible. So on this video, I want to talk about the challenges, but also the ways in which I have found I was able to manage being productive with a baby. So today you're going to learn how to manage time in small pockets, how to adjust expectations, how to prioritize effectively, how to create systems that will support you, and how to give yourself grace. Let's dive right in. So the first thing that I want to touch upon is adjusting expectations. Productivity is not going to look the same now that you have a baby compared to how it looked before when you didn't have a baby. When I didn't have kids yet, productivity for me looked very different. I was able to block off full hours and knock things off of my list. Focusing was so much easier because I had the space and the time to do it. And I have to admit that I found it quite difficult when I first became a mom because I still had the same expectations for myself, but I had a lot more on my plate. I realized that I had to stop comparing my life now to my life pre-baby because it's not the same, especially when it comes to productivity. I can't expect the same results when I'm working with a different capacity because it's just not fair to myself. I have slowly learned to shift my mindset to work with my current reality and find ways to still get things done with baby at home. Adjusting my expectations has been one of the changes which I have done that helped me massively, that weight on my shoulders lessen and helped me to breathe a little bit better. Focus on 1 to 3 main priorities per day and not the whole list. Instead of cramming my list like I used to, I focus on these priorities and then work my way down the list when I have more time or I still have more energy. This really helps my brain to concentrate on the things that really move the needle forward. So I'm being as effective as possible with my time and my energy. Another thing is don't wait for nap time to get things done. I used to wait for nap time to get things done. I waited until it was time for her to go to sleep so that I can peacefully do the tasks that I needed to do. And it was so frustrating for me because I realized that I just had such a small chunk of day when she's going to sleep because obviously she's going to be awake most of the day. And so I would only have small bursts of time during the time that she's asleep, when there's naps, or at night when she's really down for the night and I'm just exhausted by the end of the day. Now I still try to plan around their naps, but I do it a little bit differently. Now I still try to do some things while they're awake. I focus on small things that can easily be done, things that don't need much focus or concentration, and things that I can do while baby wearing. So for instance, vacuuming the floors, prepping some food. I can still fold laundry, for instance, while I'm on the floor with baby, and also put on loads of laundry while they're still awake. I can also reply to emails quickly while I'm rocking baby to sleep, or do some online shopping for groceries or things that we need for the house. Now nap time is focused on more high priority things that really need focus. So things like working on big projects, or filming or editing things that I can't have any littles going around and screaming or throwing things and doing something dangerous. To make the most of my time while they're asleep, I try to do some prep beforehand. So for instance, if I'm recording a video, I try to do the setup right before while they're still awake so that I can jump right in and immediately start recording when they're asleep. If I need to get myself ready before recording, and I do that as well when they're awake. And honestly, I've also used nap time to take a nap myself. Especially in the early days when my baby wasn't sleeping through the night and waking up multiple times at night, I just really needed a nap sometimes. And that's completely fine. Remember that resting well is also productive. Because when you stretch yourself too thin, you also won't be able to be your most productive and your best self. As I mentioned earlier, I try to do some small tasks that I can easily do while baby's up. As small as these things may seem, they really do add up. And it helps to do them throughout the day so that they're sprinkled and so you don't have to do a million things at the end of your day when you're already so exhausted. Small progress is still progress. And I encourage you to celebrate your wins, no matter how small they might seem. Getting things done while still taking care of your little one is no easy feat, and you should be proud of yourself for that. Earlier, I also touched upon baby wearing while trying to do some tasks, because this is such a great way to be able to keep baby happy while not needing to be on the floor with them constantly. For the moms with clingy babies, I see you. Both my girls were and are still clingy babies. So I totally understand what you mean, and I totally understand how it's difficult to get some things done while they're awake. I find that baby wearing is also a great way to get some workout in. I've tried using baby wearing while watching YouTube videos. So just type in baby wearing workout on YouTube and you'll see so many results. There are so many specific workouts that you can do while having baby on you. And they're really great because you kind of have like a built-in weight already. I've also done baby wearing while going on walks. So this is also very nice to be able to get a lot of your steps in. If you're like me and you also have step goals, and you're able to do this while having baby happy and on you. My babies actually love looking around while they're on the carrier or also in the stroller and we're outside. They love being outside and seeing all the things, nature, and looking at the trees and the plants and the people around. They just love doing that, and it's a great way for you to get some movement in. There are so many different carriers out there, so just find what works best for you. The one that we have is one that you can wear baby facing you, but baby can also face outside. And I believe that you can also put baby like on your back as well. So it's kind of like a backpack. I haven't tried that yet, but I've seen other people, other parents doing that too, and it's totally possible. Just check which ones are possible with your carrier, because not all carriers are able to do all of that. There are also baby slings that you can do, and also those hip belt things where you wear it like a belt and then it helps to support you while carrying baby with one hand. That's also possible as well. Just make sure that if you're baby wearing, that you're looking at the posture, that they have the M-shaped legs and that you have good posture and it feels comfortable for you as well, because I've had it before that it was so uncomfortable after some time because I actually didn't put it correctly and I was walking around for hours with the incorrect position and it was hurting on my back very much. And I thought it was the carrier problem, but it was actually just a position problem. So make sure that you're positioning correctly for you and baby so that you don't get problems and pains later and baby is also comfortable. Creating systems is something that I've been doing even before baby, but it's something that is very, very essential for me, especially now. For instance, meal planning and prepping is something that I also did beforehand, that I already started and have been implementing even until now while having kids. I find it so helpful to be able to know what I'm going to be eating when, and it's so useful as well when going grocery shopping, so I don't need to go more than once a week. Prepping my meals beforehand saves me so much time and money, and is something that I always recommend to everyone. Taking just 5 to 10 minutes to do a quick tidy, quick cleanup can make a big difference in your home, and is also so beneficial for your mental health. I honestly have days when I just let the mess stay. I'm normal, I'm a human, and there are days when I do that. But on the days that I do actually do the 5-minute tidy, quick 10-minute tidy, I feel so much better because everything feels calmer and it feels less chaotic when I do. For instance, I've purchased baskets for each of the girls' rooms and also in the living room where I specifically put the toys that I just want to put away. So I just quickly toss them in the bin and then we can still deal with it later. I can still clean it up later if I want to, but at least it's out of the way and you're not going to be stumbling over toys in the meantime. I also prep several things the night before to make my mornings go smoother. For instance, the diaper bag, the clothes the next day, the breakfast the following morning. These are all things that I prepare the night before. And this is especially useful on the mornings when I am solo parenting. I'm also a big fan of routines. If you've been following my channel for a while, you know that I have routines for pretty much everything. I have a morning routine, an evening routine. I've had so many routines over the years and it has changed because it changes according to my needs. Now, for instance, my routine is completely different to what it was like pre-baby, and that's completely fine. That's really how routines work. It doesn't mean that it's something that is so rigid that you need to follow 100% all the time. It's something that kind of flows with you and what needs you have. It's something that you create to work for you and not that you work for it. Having routines with kids is also great because kids really thrive with having a set schedule and having set rhythms and routines. This also helps me to keep track of time better so that I'm not wasting it on things that are not really needed at the moment. Normalize asking for help from your partner, from family, and from friends. It takes a village to raise a child. So please, please make sure that you have the support that you need. I believe that you shouldn't even have to ask for help or for support from your partner because they're a parent too. But if you need additional help or support, don't be afraid to ask for it. Support from family and from friends is also very beneficial, even if it's just in the sense of having regular communication so you have somebody to talk to. For instance, I live away from my parents and my sister, and so it's challenging because I don't have the same support that other people do. However, we are very close, so we talk at least weekly, and it does really help me to be able to vent and share the feelings that I'm feeling and feel like I have people on my corner. My husband's family lives nearby as well. We do get support from them, especially from his parents. I believe that school teachers, daycare providers are also a part of the community, are also part of the support that helps to raise our children. And so I'm so grateful for their help as well. Having people that you trust to share the load does wonders on your mental health and well-being. I believe that if mom is doing well, then the children will be doing well too. I touched upon how important rest is for your productivity and overall well-being because this also helps you to reset and come back even stronger. I've had times when I've pushed rest aside because I just wanted to get the things done, and there are times when I also just took a break. I noticed that I not only felt better after taking a break, but I was also able to be more efficient and productive when I did. Give yourself grace. There are days when you're going to feel so on top of things, and then there are days when you just feel like you can't keep up and there's just so much things to do. And that's okay. It's all part of the experience. Remember to focus on presence over perfection. You're doing the best that you can with what you have, and that's what's most important. At the end of the day, your kids need a healthy and happy mom who is there for them. The rest of the things are just icing on the cake. And it's not about doing it all, it's about doing what matters most. You're doing amazing more than you know. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Come hang out with me on Instagram for daily encouragement and mom tips, and let me know what is your favorite productivity tip with a baby. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!